London vibe, and people come here to, after dinner drinks, a few drinks during lunch, and have some street food.
Yeah.
I think it's a great space, and if more people were aware of it, it could have a lot more potential.
I would come and hang out here if I wasn't working.
Yeah.
People had heard there was a lot of good hidden art here.
Yeah.
And this is a hinterland in Old Street.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of places in this area where you can sit outside.
Yeah.
And I think that was a big attraction as well.
People love the music. People like here.
Yeah.
There's art. It's very nice.
You still get city crowd, but generally there's an arty feel, which is pretty good. It's nice that there's DJ music as well.
I think that because it's slightly enclosed, it's almost like an outside club or bar. Once it starts going, there's normally lots of live music, bands or DJs here, so it's a really good vibe. And I think the artwork everyone likes, it's really trendy artwork.
It's definitely cultural. They have different DJs playing music, and I think people come to look around, so you see people taking pictures and whatnot. So they come for more than just to eat and drink. I guess it's more of an experience.
Having the backdrop for this particular site where we are here. There's a Banksy rat just behind us.
The Banksies aren't out, are they? Too much money. Too much money. Would have cost us too much to get them out. $6,000 though on them to cover them up.
I mean, we had sponsorship to cover it, and our lease. We had a conditional on being able to expose the Banksies, but the landlord's management agents got cold feet about our methodology.
Well, there's tours, and they all talk about this Banksy rat that's behind us that you can't see.
You can look at them, but you have to climb and stand underneath the hoarding with the rats.
It got to the stage we were 5 weeks into trading, and they wanted us to go back with another plan. And we just thought, it's going to be. We'll be getting it exposed the week before we closed, so it was something we had to shelve.
Well, part of it is to do with the fact that we're allied with the gallery next door, so there's a heavy art base to it, which is organically grown. As they've done exhibitions next door, we've had the artists come in here. As you can see, they've added lots of artwork themselves. And in that way, it changes it slightly. It softens it, really. It's not just about lunchtime food. Although for the traders, that they might say they're much busier at lunchtime often. The art actually is good because it's meant we're in more press than we would be otherwise. It's not just specialist press. We've ended up in some sort of strange fun. I think with office workers, they like to chop and change. They'll go one place for a couple of weeks and they'll go somewhere else, and so I think the more food you have in an area, it actually draws people in. It's not so much about competition; it's about actually working and creating a better environment in the whole area. But I think because we haven't been here for long, people have come in, they're interested. We've had the same people coming in day in, day out. And they come back again.
There is almost same people that I see, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
But it's cool, because people that come lunchtime, they work in the office. So sometimes in the evening they finish to work. They can come here, have a beer, sit here, If it's a sunny day, especially if it's a sunny day, I've seen this place very full. And it's good because then there is business for everyone.
In the evenings, the revenue stream's heavy at the bar, and then people go and eat the food afterwards. So it works, it's symbiotic.
Whether it was the wettest June on record, the wettest July, the coldest August.
If you can get over the initial hurdle of starting something new on your own, knowing there are going to be a lot of challenges, that's the biggest obstacle, I think. And then once you get over that hump, it's just that you got to get used to the daily uncertainty. The sink's not going to work. You have a flat tire. The battery's dead. You run out of gas. Your refrigerator's broken. Literally, something happens every single day.
You never know how it's gonna go. Because for me, I never know how much food I have to prepare.
It's not really a career path for someone that's overly anxious.
At the beginning, I was just doing this as a part-time job to see how it could go, and then yeah, I found that I could start doing this as full-time job.
That's the best thing about street food. You've got, 10 different food traders and 10 different sorts of characters. But this sort of common traits, I guess, would just be resilient, a lefty, a love for food, and you have to be willing to want to socialize with the public because there's no restaurant to hide behind. You're in their face.
Of course, for every event you had to deal with so many different kind of crowd, and meet so many people.
It's nice to be outside of the kitchen as well. It's nice to speak to people.
The pitches, that's a job in itself. That's where you have to be a little savvy and be persistent. It's almost like applying for jobs. Every week you send the same emails out to the same group of markets being like, is anything available? So you have to be resilient.
See, with the music, the DJs, the bar, and proximity to the city. And we decided that was our target. And from then on we started coming here every day until we met the boss and until he gave us a chance, really.
The main problem they face is getting a pitch. Particularly when summer's over. Festivals are over and all the big traders who've been doing all the festivals and big shows, they start to come back into the scene again.
Private events is also quite strong. I think this is going to be our biggest thing for the winter because we're coming to the end. As you can see, it's raining at the moment. So I think to do private events or Christmas parties will be our biggest.
The project is a success. We wanted to transform an abandoned space into a beautiful public space. We think we've achieved that. We've enhanced the area. We've offered a counterpoint for the office workers and the people who live here to the usual sandwich shops. And, we put a bit of colour into the place. Pure street food thing. I'm a big fan. I've been using them for years, but I don't really want to paint myself into a corner with that. So, which is why we've brought people like Date Foucault here, established restaurants, and Mark Hicks. I'm not a purist about anything really.
Well, basically last year Mark was at a big festival. He came up with the fish dog idea, and I think he thought it'd be a really great idea to bring it to the street permanently. So we're doing that as a permanent thing.
Most of the big traders in 5 years' time should have restaurants, really. Otherwise, what are they doing?
If you're gonna do this, do it. Don't use frozen food. You use the best stuff you have because the street traders now are better than a lot of restaurants. So you're gonna be swallowed up whole if you're trying to not use top notch.
This is my good hobby that I like to do. It's nice to come out the kitchen every now and again, but hopefully this will be a full-time thing, depending on how busy we get. And so hopefully we just have to see how much it grows.
Clubbing. The Acid House explosion of 20 years ago. I was part of that, and there are very, very similar parallels to be drawn from where the industry is. It's in its infancy, and I think it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
I was a lawyer in the States.
Oh, right.
So it doesn't compare. It's much more hard.